Live Saga TV. Today I was able to do anything political on entertainment for us, but it's okay. Still, the two videos I did were something, okay? And therefore I said I will not rest before I do something on Live Saga TV. This is a political reaction, and of course on two matters. Now it's damning nonsensical as OBURU, the 81, is it 81 or 82-year-old brother to Baba, actually now embarrasses ODM after his downfall, okay? Mnanipigia kelele. All right. So since OBURU took over ODM, he has been driving like a reckless driver, hitting in thumbs, hitting into walls and all that, and he does not seem to care. He has an answer for everybody, of course, but the statements he gives sometimes, you would laugh. At the same time, you would be wondering what exactly he's up to, okay? So, OBURU has been insisting that even though he's old, he still has a lot of energy that will allow him to stand and do what is right. But now, guys, do you think the people in ODM really respect OBURU? Let's say even the sympathizer brigade, do they really respect him? Hiyo nguo ilikuwa wapi? Nguo zenye zilikuwa hapa zote zirudi kwa hii sanduku na mfunge. Sitaki mwanze kutoa nguo alafu zianze kunini. Rudisha hiyo nguo hapa, Anabel. Anabel, takutandika. Nguo zenye zilikuwa hapo zote zirudi hapa. Hiyo nguo hata ukiwa nyumbani ilikuwa ibaki nyumbani. Alafu naanza kung'ang'ana na atlete. Okay. So let's see one of the aspects here before we proceed. Kwani uliweka chai wapi?
Stop taking meetings for you. It allows you to focus on your meetings, not your notes.
All right, so in this video, something that happened in Mombasa. Actually, the news people are very keen to weigh on everything. Now, Junet has been always escorting Baba to the platform every time, everywhere, whenever he has to speak. Now, in this scenario, Mombasa, in a situation, people are saying that OBURU had to pay some crowds to come and flood Mombasa so that they equal to the task of those in Kitengela. We are actually seeing that OBURU is struggling to stand and go to the podium, and Junet just sits like nothing is happening. Okay? Now, on the other end, we saw Babu saying that the Joshua that is supposed to take the young people, the ODM to the other side, should he be old or young? And I don't know what you think. That's a question that should be going to you. But that was another moment that was showing a rejection. And of course, the youth are rejecting OBURU. I just want us to see something here that is embarrassing again for that group. And let's see this.
And the ODM rally had
Okay, so I want you to compare the meeting that was raised in Mombasa versus that was conducted in Kitengela. And of course, you realize that a lot of young people turned up in Kitengela. I don't know, some people are saying that it is time that Kitengela should be respected and people should not use that as a platform for growth. I don't know whether you think that should be a way forward or it is upon the people themselves to decide, okay? So, when you look at in Mombasa, you realize that there was a rejection by the young people. Most people, young people didn't want to go. And of course, they came to the social media platform and started saying, and they kept singing praises to Sifuna Babu and the rest of them, okay? People are making a lot of noise for me. I just feel like slapping you. You. When somebody is doing important work, you should respect. You're growing up with very bad behaviors. Very bad behaviors. When I say something, you don't want to listen. Kukuru paka sanga. Kambiani hizi nguo zenu kama. Triza, simama hapo, panga hizo nguo haraka. Zako panga, wewe naye apange zake. Haraka haraka, mfanye mlale. Yeah, so when you look at the meeting in Kitengela versus that in Mombasa, you actually realize that OBURU is actually doing a disservice to himself, okay? He is doing a lot of disservice to himself. Now, leave alone that and now look at his speeches. I don't know whether he really has someone to help him oversee his speeches or he randomly speaks, because Raila Odinga used to compose himself a lot before he goes to address a crowd. Now, this brother that came in to replace the brother is so funny, because when he stands up sometimes, the statements he gives stand up on social media. I'm so sure you've been witnessing on social media a lot of, statement that this guy has been coming up with are so funny. Look at this, for example. And I'll be playing you the funniest clips. The global AI market is projected to reach $1,770 billion by 2032. Do you have the skills needed to seize the... Ndani.
Miracle Church. Hii ndio mara yangu ya kwanza kufika kwa kanisa hii ya Miracle Church, lakini nimeona miracles. Kijana alikuwa anahubiri hapa, jenzi mwenzangu.
Simamisha hiyo uko mwisho.
Kama vile yeye alikuwa anahubiri, mimi niliona miujiza. Mimi niliona miujiza, lakini nimefurahi Bishop kwa vile wewe umetukaribisha, na bili pia wametukaribisha, na hatuna mengi ya kusema leo kwa sababu tunaenda huko nje kuongea na wananchi. But Bishop, we want to tell you that what you said about my brother. You told me that my brother was a very, very good friend of yours, and whenever he was in Mombasa, he used to come and pray with you here. I want to assure you that I will also do the same. I will keep on coming here whenever I'm in Mombasa to come and pray with you. I will do exactly what he was doing with you. And
So you see, Oburu is trying to really put on the shoes of the brother. But remember, during the funeral and after the funeral, when he was replaced as the party leader, he said clearly that those shoes are too big. And indeed, I can see those shoes are almost slipping out of his legs. Okay. Yeah. Welcome to the channel. Continue subscribing. We are on our way to 500 subscribers on this young channel, but we know we'll get there. Okay. Now there are some other moments I want to also play very fast. The funny speeches by. Now the worst mistake that Oburu did recently was to actually try, or rather attempt to oust Sifuna, and he has insisted that indeed what he did was right. I don't know whether that was right, but you are the judges. Okay. Now Oburu has become just a comedian, but at the same time his statements are funny, just running him down the drain. Okay. And I want us to quickly go through those statements, some of them, not all. Nguo zingia ndani. Let's check on this, for example. And people are emulating.
Tell them, oh, those who want to pull us backwards, we tell them, oh, those who want to pull us backwards, we tell them what? Oh. Those who want to pull us backwards, we tell them, oh.
Those are among some of the statements, the funny clips, okay? Another one, let's check on this one.
When you have the perfect response in your head, but your fingers just can't keep up. We've all been
Sponsored clips,
typing,
come
deleting,
on.
retyping.
Amjambo. ODM.
Haraka.
We have come to Kisii. This is about 4 months after losing our party leader. My party leader, Raila Amolo Odinga, was my brother. He was my younger brother. And in my life, I never expected that my brother will see the Lord before me. But as fate would have it, he went ahead of me, and I thought he was the one who was going to give me a decent burial. Lakini be that as it may, it already happened, and we must continue. Life must continue. This party was built very, very meticulously.
Now, his statements here, when you look at the recent analysis by people, ulifagia chini kweli? Fagia chini. Chini ndio inaleta wadudu. When you look at the recent analysis, people are asking, did this statement actually mean that it's now his time to shine? You can actually see that he's promising exactly what his brother used to do, now he will do. Does it mean now he's trying to promise that he's replacing him and doing what he has to do? Now you realize that there was a critical analysis on why Oburu is not considering Mama Ida and the kids. Winnie is actually opposing the uncle. And even though she came on a show to dispute the feeling of others, what many people feel, there is a very great rift between the two. Okay? Now let's look at the other one here. Annabelle unafanya nini? Toka huko.
And we are going to do so. We are going to start moving without being distracted. We are moving forward. We are not against anybody. And our party is not a party for expelling people.
Annabelle,
our party
nikisema toka
is
uko
not
toka.
a party for expelling people. We are not going to expel anybody from the party.
Songesha meza
We
fagia haraka
want
uende
our
utalala.
party to grow. We want our party to grow from strength to
Tengeneza hii kitu
strength.
moto hivi.
But if we add numbers, not if we reduce numbers. So we are going to make sure that our party people, led by you people here on the ground, register more and more members of the party with the compensation for and to fight against disease. This was the motto of our forefathers at independence. And these enemies of our people are still quite prevalent. And as we go for negotiation...
Now, when you look at the focus of OBURU, his focus is actually and easily get into government, not to really stand as a party. Now, when you look at what he says and what he does, quite the opposite. That is one of the many downfalls on OBURU. Then he comes out with statements that are funny. Okay? So when he calls others wanaume bure kabisa, what does he mean? For example, that is a very funny statement that he says politically. Now let's look at these others here. What is this? That's not the focus, party leader.
Asante. God have mercy. Rais wa Kenya William Samoei Ruto leo ni leo, lakini mimi siwezi kusema mengi kwa sababu rais mwenyewe amesema na amemaliza kila kitu. Sisi ni kwa hiyo sisi ni ODM. ODM imeungana na chama ya UDA kwa broad based government. I think all of you know that since we lost my brother Raila Amolo Odinga, asante. God have mercy.
Now, guys, if you look at the current memes online, because I'm not going to take